So tell me the story, and I've waited, and I want to hear it coming out of your face. I don't want to hear it secondhand.
Okay.
So you go to the Tony party.
Yes.
And
Are you talking about Prince?
Prince came looking for you?
Yes.
Tell me what happened. I'm going to eat this. Go ahead.
I go to the Tony party. My feet are hurting. I'm ready to go home early, of course.
Were you on cloud nine? Weren't you floating?
No, man. I was, after that, seriously, it was
Did you feel like you'd been wrung out?
Yeah, I was dead. But I wanted to see all my friends, and so I got there, and I was there for maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes, and I was like, I gotta go home. And the people who worked at the place stopped me and said, you can't because Prince is coming. And so, of course, I start to laugh because I'm like, you're like, this is a funny night already, but now you guys are really kidding me. So, of course, I go to Lynn, and I'm like, Lynn, they won't let me leave because they say Prince is coming to see me. And he says, nah, man, they're talking about my dad because he's in a purple suit. So then I think, oh, I'm like high right now. Like, this is ridiculous. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like the stupidest person. So I try to leave again. They stop me again.
Who's stopping you? Who are these
people?
people?
The people that worked at this place. And they were like all
Story
official.
has so many holes in it, but go ahead.
First time it was a guy, and then the second time it was a guy and a girl. And they were like, you can't leave. He's on his way here. So, so then they wouldn't let me leave, and they said, he's in the elevator right now. He's coming up to see you. You have no idea.
Okay.
Anyway, I love you.
No.
Prince.
It's not over yet. So they don't let you leave.
Won't let me leave.
He's coming up on the elevator.
Yeah.
Just talk me through the moment of...
I see him get off the elevator with his bodyguards, and they take him over to this booth, and they said, that's where he's going to be sitting, and you can go over there. And so I watch him, and he's got like, he's dressed like Prince with the crystal cane, the whole 9 yards.
Do you think he was just sitting at home watching the Tonys, like dressed to the nines with his crystal cane, just sitting back?
Maybe he does that. I don't know.
All right. Okay, so...
So I'm like, I guess I got to go over there. So I go over there.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Okay, go ahead.
And I was in heels, so I was probably about 6'1".
And he said...
He didn't say anything. I walked in, and I was so nervous that I just handed him my Tony.
That's your opener?
I was like...
Speaks for itself.
I was like, hi. And I gave it to him, and he was like, awesome. He looked at it. He didn't say awesome, but he was like, so I want to come see your show.
Is that your Prince imitation?
Yeah, I was really bad.
That's great.
So he was like, so I want to come see your show. But he was looking at me like I was like a pork chop. He was like...
Was he making eye contact?
Yeah. Yeah.
He wanted to you.
But the worst part was my husband was right next to me. I know.
Cock block. What?
And my husband's so cool. He was like, yeah, go ahead.
Your husband must be so proud.
I think he's proud.
Tony aside, he wanted to tap that ass. So he's like, hey, checking you out.
Right.
I mean, what was it? So did the conversation...
I got weirded out because then I was like, stop looking at me like a pork chop. And then he was like, I want...
checking this out? This right here?
Yeah, the things that were not even... They were fake because there was all like, there were like things that were... Yeah, but it was like...
Checking out your sternum?
He was looking at my sternum.
Can you hear that? That's what Prince was like right there.
And then, so let's see what happened. Oh yeah, so he was like, I want to see your show, and I was like,
How'd he say it?
He was like, I want to see your show. How do I get tickets to your show? And I was like, you're Prince. You can get tickets to my show.
GoOnBroadway.com.
Oh, I should have done that. And then I thought that he was there to see someone that I worked with because he had worked with that person.
Yeah.
And that, so I was like, oh, so-and-so is here. And he was like,
I don't care.
Well, it was weird. He was like, who? And I was like, so-and-so. And he was like, oh, I haven't seen her in 20 years. And then that's when it dawned on me that he was there to see me. And then that really freaked me out. Wait, but the best part. I forgot to tell you the best part. So I said like a couple words to him, and then he, I noticed I'm like, my husband's standing here being a really good guy. I should really. So I was like, this is my husband. And my husband puts his hand out and he goes, hey there, you stupid genius. And Prince goes, stupid. And at that point I was like, my husband is Superman.
Oh,
he's like a rock star.
God.
So I put my hand on my husband's chest and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go.
So you broke up that fight. That
It wasn't a fight yet.
It was about
But
to
it was
happen.
like, he was like, stupid. Could you imagine? Prince and my husband, like.
Your husband must tower over him, though.
Yeah, because Prince is like.
He's wee.
Yeah.
He's like this.
He's Lilliputian-esque.
He's all, how do I get tickets to your show?
Oh,
He's Whittle. Is that so? Is that how? And that was it.
That was it.
So he was. This is what I pictured. He's sitting at home in his sweatpants, in his Minnesota Vikings sweatpants, and he sees you. That is amazing. When you think about that story and you think how your awesomeness and beauty inspired him to get dressed and leave his house and come to that party, don't you feel like a total badass?
No. I felt like I was being stalked.
Really?
Yeah.